that a publicly traded corporation decided to construct a whole fund around XRP instead of merely dabbling in the market. Bitcoin was not their choice. Ethereum people weren't chosen. They made a significant investment in XRP. And this is no tiny startup. This company has a global reach and is listed on the NASDAQ. The weird aspect is actually attempting to use Ripple's technology for their future. Although nobody is discussing it much yet, once you know why they took the action, why they think XRP is the foundation of scalable finance, ESG solutions, and real-world infrastructure, it begins to make perfect sense, and what happens next might completely change the way businesses invest in cryptocurrencies. This is much more than simply one firm purchasing a bag. So stay with me. The spark that ignites the fuse can be this. The price of Bitcoin is $105,292.00. Right now, it has increased 1.29% over the last day. Ethereum at $2,497.00. It is up 0.22% at the moment. USDC and USDT are arriving to their respective dollar pegs. The location of the next RP is exactly the same, which dip. It is now up 1.41% at $2.18. The market capitalization of all cryptocurrencies is a chilly 3.2% at $4 trillion, 0 cents. I like our current position in these markets. We promise to provide you with a response regarding the direction of these markets by June 9th, give or take. And you know what? We experienced the adjustment and dip. Folks, it's not magic. It is just TA charting, taking the world and the fundamentals. Real world occurrences and connecting everything. We were aware that something was about to happen. We did it perfectly. In the Patreon group, we named it since YouTube has demonetized my channel. If you're interested in supporting it but aren't a part of the Patreon club, it's only $5.00 per month. Remember that the second video of the day is over on Patreon, so you get all of my videos. You also receive direct access to me and other technical analysis content. I will thus pin it to the top of this YouTube channel if you want to support it. Additionally, since the XRP ETF video received 2,000 views yesterday, I know that the majority of you are not members or subscribers. Visit the newly launched channel. The Bullwinkle Blueprint is the name of it. I'll also include a link to that underneath. Folks, click the subscribe button. What are you doing? It's cost-free. But let's talk about this. The major announcement, Treasury gains XRP. Right, this piece was published on the 29th. Please stay with me because it goes much beyond this. We discovered that Vivo Power had contributed $121 million, 0 cents to an XRP treasury. However, what if I told you that this publicly traded corporation invested heavily in XRP? Not only did they hold it as we first believed, but they also created a whole fund based on it. Yes, this just occurred and things will soon change. Everything. Vivo Power just revealed that they have the clip and will establish a fund to invest in businesses related to the XRP ledger ecosystem. Who is Vivo Power then? Why is this important? Not some random startup, but a publicly traded corporation on the NASDAQ with deep roots, renewable energy infrastructure, and technology that uses more than simply XRP. In fact, they are constructing around it. This is capital-backed corporate adoption. Thus, this is no longer conjecture. This publicly traded corporation is indicating that XRP is more than simply a money, it is infrastructure. Would you like to discuss utility? You go now. Do you wish to discuss a double or triple digit XRP? You go now. The XRP ledger is institutionalized through the creation of the fund. Thus, Vivo Power is setting up a special fund to support projects involving the XRP ledger. You see, Rip will take center stage in his endeavor, rapping on their door. This entails strategic scaling from a corporate partner in addition to venture money. This might draw in more developers, startups, and funding while lowering the risk of building on the XRP ledger. Funds don't just show up, people. They are a symbol of conviction, and when conviction is supported by money, it can cause a domino effect. Where else have we heard that? The halo effect then. What does this signify for the rest of us? Easy. This makes tiny XRP ledger initiatives more visible. All ships rise with the tide. The ecosystem total value locked and use cases are all increased, and more institutional money flows into the XRP ecosystem may result from this. Once a legitimate player takes over, the rest will follow suit. This is how you get from early adoption to a network of fan. And the timing of all of this is crucial because businesses are subtly preparing for a worldwide change as the ETF debate heats up and legal certainty draws nearer. The big players and important signals, NDAs, are watching the Singapore Apex event where things are. You don't invest in them. Vivo Power is able to see where the puck is heading, so you invest in that direction. People, XRP is more than simply quick and inexpensive. It was created especially for enterprise use. Its designation as a corporate digital asset denotes ecosystem strategy, on-demand treasury management, and liquidity center. Hype isn't the point here. The topic is architecture, and you know what? It's in XRP. Let's speculate a bit then. What might this lead to next? Correct, because this was just disclosed by the first significant company to be openly traded on the NASDAQ. Are other corporates going to do the same? I believe so. Could the fund be co-managed by the XRP Ledger Foundation or Ripple? It's possible, isn't it? Which projects would receive funding first, and how would that impact XRP's price? Therefore, if Vivo Power receives returns from the XRP Ledger Fund, it may establish a precedent whereby XRP is at the core of cryptocurrency as a corporate asset class. Please share in the comments which XRP Ledger projects you believe should receive funding. Additionally, as this is only the beginning, if you're building, this may be the time to pitch. It's enormous. Take a listen to this video. Crypto Eerie is present in Apex, Singapore, and the XRP Ledger. Since 2016, I have owned XRP, not a single share since 17. Additionally, it was the first cryptocurrency token I purchased. I still have it now. In 2020, Chris Larson spoke to a secret forum of entrepreneurs, and I was so encouraged that I doubled down and bought more. I then thought, oh, I've lost all my money here when the SEC incident occurred. Therefore, it's great to see the return, and even more of a luxury to be working with Adam and trying to help create an XRP-focused treasury in addition to supporting the ecosystem by investing in DeFi solutions based on XRP. The ability of businesses like Strategy by Michael Saylor to provide their shareholders with a return on investment ROI that goes beyond net asset value, in my opinion, is what makes them so successful. To demonstrate how the company's worth exceeds the value of the underlying asset, they employ a metric known as MNAV. Given that Bitcoin lacks a DeFi and yield generation component to the blockchain, Michael's accomplishments are truly rather amazing. Additionally, XRP doesn't natively either. However, we are collaborating closely with Ripple, who is delivering blockchain compatibility for EVM. I believe that the XRP ledger will see a huge surge in DeFi and yield creation opportunities in the not too distant future. In addition to simply holding XRP, I believe that we also want to generate a yield on XRP for our shareholders. We want to finance the ecosystem itself, as you indicated and Kevin hinted to. We spent a lot of time as a board when I was on Ripple figuring out how we might help developers and entrepreneurs that wanted to build on top of the XRP ledger. And by setting aside a specific portion of the money we raise for those developers, we intend to build on that and give our work with Vivo Power a positive spin. Therefore, we are expected to contribute to the ecosystem's development in addition to using it to benefit our shareholders. Our approach is to increase the pie for everyone rather than aiming for a larger profit or a larger piece of the pie, if you will, Ari. That's a belief. That is a distinctive feature of Vivo's business model. This is very important news for everyone. This is more than simply a bullish indication for XRP. This is a significant step in establishing the XRP ledger as a platform of business caliber. Vivo Power sees the future, and we do too. There is more to the future than tokenization. It is based on XRP. Thus, remain alert, prepared. And as usual, make sure to click the like and follow buttons because the best is still to come. Don't forget to sign up for the new channel, and I'll see you all at the next one.